blanket. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Have a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Flush to his right. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Stafford on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Hurry, hurry!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he stopped immediately there. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Stafford now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's Blunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now Stafford. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a carry from Mack. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll run it with Mack. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Now Luck. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant from a yard out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we'll start.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He finds Riddick, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. He may try and run for this. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because with their
under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Sean Robinson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him unreliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Throwing his lock. Open man is Darius Felton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Now back, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Locke.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, right now, Charles, we sit in the thick of preseason, and, of course, that means we're in the thick of fantasy football draft season. So, you know, the top five, it's good to have David Johnson back, Le'Veon Bell, of course, Gurley, Ezekiel Elliott, Antonio Brown, all studs. Who would you take number one in a fantasy draft?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I would look at Todd Gurley and David Johnson as my top two picks. Johnson missed all of last season with a wrist injury. And with potentially a rookie quarterback there and a little bit of a rebuild, he may get more work than he can possibly handle. Todd Gurley was a beast for L.A. last year, running it and catching it. But how about a rookie by the name of Saquon Barkley with the Giants? I think he'll get a ton of touches. And Alvin Kamara, he showed what he could do last year, both running it and catching it. And don't forget, returning it as well.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down. On first down, it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on second down is Stafford. Flush to his right. The completion to Riddick. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Zebra! Jumbo!
Here's Stafford now on second down. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Stafford here. Flushed out right. He's got his man. This is Tate. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. first carry for Brandon Oliver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll try the air now with Locke.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Here's Luck now on second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be
going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too. NFC, the four divisions, who do you have winning it?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. And the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back to the top. Tough division. 3 teams in the playoffs last year. Atlanta, New Orleans, which won the division, and Carolina.
Going west, who do you have out there?
The Rams. They took over for the Seahawks last year. I expect them to stay on the top of the heap. But let's face it, a lot of excitement in San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo.
In the north, can Green Bay overtake Minnesota?
They can, but I don't think that they will. I think the Vikings defense carries them home. Kirk Cousins, their new quarterback. The Packers will challenge in a big way, but keep an eye on Detroit as well.
Open man is Galladay, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Hey, tag 50 left.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
22.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Finding room to the 20. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
12.
To throw on second down is Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Hurry. 11.
Here's Mack. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now it's Locke. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Luck now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Wilson's got it complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first. Now Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Simon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now it's Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. On the run, he'll let this go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops Snaps just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Jonathan Freeney, makes the stop.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Freeney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. It's locked. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. After the interception, here's Stanford. Wide open receiver complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford rolling to his right. He finds Riddick complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Stafford. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
They run it here with Oliver. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down. Throwing now. Luck. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Ryan Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
12.
After the interception, it's Locke. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Luck going to throw it. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Now a first down throw. Locke. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the point.